This is your daily market review for Thursday, June 20th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Thursday, June 20th. 2024. Hopefully you're having a great day. Watch the previous recaps as we talked about the roller coaster that would be. You're getting it. Quad witching OPEX, we've talked about. If you watch the previous education videos, it talks about concept that we've noticed, I've studied over 20 plus years, that the market during quad witching OPEX at extremes can be very volatile and sometimes can be inflection points in the whole market trend. So if you're new to the channel, check out the education videos. They're well worth it. Again, I apologize I wasn't around too much in the Discord room, if you can tell by my voice. I think I have the summer bird flu or whatever the heck is going around. Not feeling amazing. Tried to lay down and let things come to us as they did. So again, I appreciate all the homies, friends, compadres in the Discord room who are always posting and keeping us on top of things. And yeah, an example of such, Solstice, my man, NH, Eric here. Again, we talked about this yesterday. The market has been showing 10-minute distribution at the end of the days and certain names because of, I guess, rebalancing, but also even the names that weren't being rebalanced. So there's a lot to talk about. So strap in, grab yourself a cold drink, a coffee, whatever you need, and let's dig into the charts. So new to the channel, want to check out the Discord room, link in the description below. It's everywhere. If you want to follow the trades that we're posting, all on the Twitter, I appreciate it. All the love, support, generous donations. If you want to subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching this on. If you want to chat, I always open this up. Hit me up, live Zoom chat. Use the Calendly link in the description below as well. Let me know how I can help you. Again, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, if you want to get 2 agents for the price of 1, I can help guide you as you find an agent in your current area. Again, I service the whole entire country and have connections everywhere. That's what I be. And if you want to check out the website and save it, check it out. Here, the new recaps are always going to be there. Everything is always going to be there. And so I think a lot of people have, I don't know, what's the best way to describe it? Maybe not taken advantage of the website and played around with it, but I'm telling you, there's some really good resources. I need to refresh it. There you go. Again, whether it's the real estate videos talking about the direct marketing and reading, again, here's your Discord link, Twitter, all the stuff we're posting there. Again, be careful. I'm telling you, I think there will be a broker that goes out of business, Interactive Broker. You want to get your Marcus 5.5. I told you, I don't think Goldman's going out of business. And the charts pretty much confirm it. So let's get into it. CME Watch Tool, we know there's not going to be a Fed rate cut potentially till September. For it to happen in July, you would really need to see some market whammy knockdown. Bitcoin chopping around. Oil, as we talked about, I don't see a huge downside over the long term because, again, I think we have to refill the SPR. There will always be the, I don't know what you want to call it, the government, U.S. government put. We'll see. Again, let's be up production. But again, I wouldn't be chasing this stuff. I think it's going to be sloppy and choppy. Again, love natural gas long term. If you see, we talked about the bottom down here. Again, trade around your position. It could come back again. If the market starts melting like an onion or peeling like an onion and everyone's crying, do not be surprised when they throw the baby out in the bathwater. That's the reason why, like, again, I love gold and silver long term. I just don't want to chase them. All right, let's get into the dollar. Sorry about the cough. We talked about end of petrodollar holding up pretty dang well because, again, in a toilet of crappy currencies, the dollar is the turd that's floating. That's what I call it. PLT. Again, I think at some point rates will go lower. Inflation will come down if they allow the economy to slow. Again, Fed rate hikes have a 6 to 9 month time delay. You pile all those rate hikes up, and there's going to be some sort of moment where the market goes, whoa, rates are too high. Again, if you watch my videos on real estate, we talked about single family housing is back at levels since 2008. Inventory levels are exploding. Is that going to be good for housing prices? Again, commercial real estate's already a freaking mess. Again, if you're looking to go shopping, for the love of God, hit me up. Let's get to work. So when it's time, you're ready. The VIX, we talked about, there's not much downside here. The VIX woke up before the VIX. It always does. Something's going on here. Just keep an eye on it. SPY made new highs, hit the 550 area. Little outside reversal bar, potentially, again, high volume at the highs. It led at least to a couple days down. Let's just move this fun arrow to here now. Worst case scenario, a couple days down. SPY, keep an eye. QQQ, this is a left-right combo. Big green bar, doji, right bar. Okay, Keep an eye on it. Now, again, maybe it's just only for a couple days down. At worst, you need to be on red alert if you're a bull. We talked about the IWM giving you clues. It's been lagging. Said it's oversold near term, but hey, watch the levels. Ding, can't get over this 201, 202. Congratulations. DIA, which has been lagging, right? Industrials lagging. Okay, hold up pretty well, but look where it got into today. That's why we draw these levels. That's why, again, this is why you watch the recaps, why you hit the like button, subscribe so other people can see this. Like, again, the market is technical, it's emotional, it's probability based. We're not selling certainty, we're selling you the ideas of things that potentially can happen and how you can profit and act on such. And again, are you expecting to be right always? No, it can't be. It's a probability game. It's again, you can be the best poker player in the world, you will not win every hand. Gold, as we talked about, choppy, sloppy mess. Just kind of leave it alone. Again, impressed with the pop today. Not surprised. Silver, same kind of thing. We talked about these kind of coming down, being oversold. I said this again about the dust and G. Like if you bought in the sevens, don't be surprised to get like some sort of pop here. They come down. Yeah, okay. Again, manufacture the trade, take the profits. GDX, same kind of thing. They all look a little oversold. We talked about, especially during going into OPEX, probably a lot of puts. Pop these suckers, right? AEM, same thing. AG, we said this makes no sense. Again, if the silver's really strong, AG should not be at 8. Or sorry, in the 6 to 8 range. It should be at 12, 14. And again, Newmont, same thing. Should be in the 40s. Should be in the 70s and 80s range. I'd be watching that 43. Yes, again, this one been acting well, but pulling back. Keeping on it. Taiwan semi. Here you go, right? We talked about like this blowout candle on volume. Now this is a freaking big red bar. I'm not saying going out short tomorrow. And again, anything that I'm saying, I think will go down. And if this is the top, you just need to wait for strength. You need to wait for pops to short. And if you miss it, you miss it. That's why we talk about layering into trades. Look at Micron. Oh my goodness. Right? Big red bar. Engulfing bar. Keep an eye on it. AMD, we talked about this one being kind of crappy. Chopping around. Again, imagine if, and this is why I love talking about the market's meant to take the most amount of money for the most amount of people. Imagine all the puts or people short going into this OPEX with AMD because of how crappy it's acted since literally March. Pop it a little bit. Get everyone buying those calls and closing those puts, and then they Bring it right back. NVIDIA, I posted this morning. It was up. Evaluation was up $100 billion in the morning. What made this company $100 billion more valuable today? It's already trillions of dollars valuation with minimal revenue. They still have to grow into those big, lofty expectations. Ding, 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 ding. At worst, this is going to lead to sideways chop. And it could lead to what? A dump. Look at this. This is again, just save this. I'm not saying go out and short this at the open tomorrow. Keep an eye on it. That is a red flag. High volume at the high outside reversal bar. Okay. SMCI, again, got a little bit mad. I love when people in the Discord room are crushing it and making money. I know some of them, you guys are. Jay, what up, brother? Talked about this. He's been coaching people through this trade, talking about like, hey, buying down here, buying CMO call action, boom. And look at this blowout, take your profit. I can't remember if he's short or not, but dude, it's the levels that made sense. Even if you just did it for a day trade, look at the freaking range, $100 range today. Gotta love that, man. I love it when other people are winning too. Again, it's good energy. I love it. I really, like you said, I appreciate these members too because they've been around. They've generously donated. They've been involved. These people again have learned, and I hope they're doing amazing. Intellectual property. Okay, yeah, then whatever. Check this out. Look at freaking Soxis, all this stuff. Volume. Right? There you go. Adobe. Again, 3-day rule, looking for pops, short. Again, once 100-day breaks, I think you will see this get crushed. Apple, again, we talked about the rebalancing. Again, homies in the Discord room, we talked about chop top. Look at this candle. Look at the volume. It's like 3 times normal at the highs with the long wick after a huge run. At worst, it's a near-term top. You're welcome. Amazon, and people are talking about there's been some call activity, bullish at the lows. Okay, rallies up. Now you gotta know the level, 188, 190. Meta, again, here's where I've been wrong. I have no problem denying it. 3 strikes, I'm out. Right? Thought it would fail. Got up here. Now waiting for retest or waiting for the 100-day. I can be patient. CRM, again, there's got to be a ton of puts post earnings. Not surprised it's chopping around. Guggenheim, chopping. I mean, look at this thing. Just chop, 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 chop. Leave it alone. Microsoft, holding up pretty well. Credit where credit's due. Not much you can really say with that one. NDAQ. Telling you, I think the NASDAQ exchange will be the worst exchange to trade on, because when everyone gets into commodities and they flow out of all the outflow out of tech, because they're, again, who wins a tech war? It's the supplier. And the suppliers are what? The commodity companies. Those are what you're going to see go flying. And again, when that happens, we'll talk about it. Not there yet. MicroStrategy. Can't really expect big things with Bitcoin stuck. Netflix and chill. No, it's Netflix and grill bears. All right, OPEX, keep an eye on it. Roblox, chopping. Again, we talked about this being oversold, right? High volume at the lows after you go down. Worst case scenario, you're due for a bounce. Again, if you played the up, congrats. If you just watch it, congrats. PanW, again, we talked about the 320s. Again, long term, I love this. I absolutely love this. Because again, if Pelosi's buying it, I know she knows something's going on. Again, we know cybercrime probably going to pick up after the election, probably with the election, sadly. Someone knows something. Again, there will be a time. That's the, again, 100-day, we said there's a trade there. But do you trust it long term? Man, there's just so much dead money stuck in here. People looking to get out, people looking to just get back to even. I have no call on Tesla. I wouldn't touch it. Insight, again, this is a stock I like. I think long term they're going to get bought out. Biotech that has some interesting just public data. I think their valuation makes sense. I think Pfizer can all of a sudden, like, my brain is foggy because of my cold. Merck, all those companies, someone's gonna have to snack them. McDonald's, this one's on the red alert list. Again, chopping at the lows. If this breaks 245, zoom out. Sorry, I'm like, this thing has been on a tear, right? Since COVID. I would not be surprised if it does more back pulling back. DKNG, we talked about this. Again, oversold, and then it's like, watch the trend line, watch the 100-day. Oops, look at that hammer, MC hammer. Now watch for a chop, watch for retest. You got it. I mean, even watch for 44.80. Like, that would be a fudging gift. Again, sports are done for the most part, betting for a little while. Airbnb, again, ESPN's rolling out their own stuff. Interesting. Now, again, I'm not looking at the dynamics, just trying to look at the charts. Chop, gap down. Costco, again, this thing has been a monster, but even entering OPEX, it gets a little red bar. Keep an eye on it. Starbucks, we talked about this one getting crushed, oversold, due to bounce, sticking around the 50-day. JSolstice was the one. Again, I'm going to give credit to people in Discord. If you say something and you post it, I read it. I will always give you credit. Again, I love you guys. I appreciate it. And I know people give me credit when I'm right too. It's a learning thing. Like, I only have 2 eyes. I'd rather have 40 sets of eyes. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I really do. Starbucks, FedEx, we talked about this one being oversold near term. After going from, like, what, 290 down to 240s. Yeah, let it play around. Got an alarm here. Caterpillar, this one again on fire, but now starting to roll. We talked about being oversold. Watch these levels. Nucor, same thing. Commodities should be on fire if the economies are strong, and we haven't even gotten through the Fed tightening cycles yet, especially the United States, and they want inflation down. We'll see if they get it or not. But X, and they might not, and this is the thing. Like, there'll be trades. Watch the levels. VALE, we talked about VALE being absolutely demolished, and people are like, oh, I'm buying it. I'm like, no. Again, be patient. I think, in my opinion, that's me. I could be wrong. I'd be patient. With the baby out in the bathwater, when they get puking, I'll be there watching. Talk about this gap down with Arrow. Like, again, I like these names long term. Just let them pull back. I mean, all these names, I like them. CCJ, like them. Again, I hate when Goldman's upgrading the highs. CF, homie's got to eat. Ag names, we love it long term. But you know what? I mean, some of them are overdue to bounce. We talked about it, but they're just in big, choppy, sloppy ranges. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on them. AA, we talked about, again, I love aluminum. Oversold. We talked about this. I mean, this is the thing. You can't expect straight line moves. Like, even in uptrend, chop, then up, chop, up. All right, well, it looks like you're making lower lows and lower highs. The downtrend. It's not going to go down every day. XLF, frustrating, but anticipated. We talked about watching the blue zone, like watching the 100-day. I mean, again, if JP Morgan, if Diamond's not buying back his stock at these prices, why are you? We talked about this flagging. Here you go. Keep it on the 200 level. Gifts, maybe. Morgan Stanley. Okay. 20-day. Again, just whatever. Not much to say. Again, we're not surprised by them bouncing. I am surprised by Bank of America holding up and giving credit where credit's due. And again, credit where credit's due with Goldman Sachs. Like, incredible. They've been doing well. 52-week highs, Goldman Sachs, all-time highs. Give it credit. Not doing so hot. KRE. Talk about junior banks, commercial risk banks, commercial real estate risk, all sorts of stuff. Not acting great. Stuck in these choppy zones. Not leading. Which, again, you want banks to lead if you want to believe in an economy. Does that make sense? XBI, 50-day, chop, 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 chop. Solar. Gosh, sorry. Talked about every bounce is a short. No one can afford it. Sedge, again, I will continue to pat myself on the back because, again, this is one that I really, truly believed with aggressiveness and was said, like, you got to short this thing. It was a toast. 300s, now it's at 30s. How far can it go down? Never know, like Livermore said. Never know how high something can go, and never how low something can go. ENPH, uh-oh. Raggy. Keep an eye on that. For solar, we talked about this blow off top, them just throwing AI into solar. Great, cool. People keep asking what's the best trade here. The best trade is wait for it to bounce and short if you didn't get the highs. And if you are short from the highs, managing your trade is the best trade. Because again, if you go from 306 down to 250s, is it going to bounce a little bit potentially? OPEX, they're going to try to wipe out both sides near term. HYG, again, you got to be high out of your mind to buy corporate debt. I'm on record that saying that forever. Good luck. USO, could be wrong. We talked about oversold oil. Again, I hate the UNG. We talked about we expected natural gas to rise. Look at it. Again, this thing is such a deteriorating product. If you want to do something, short the KLOD. I know folks who are trading this, high five to you. We talked about taking profits down here, waiting for a bounce. That seems really like the trade. And again, if it goes lower and you have partial sum, great. You took all your profits. Oh, okay, well, great. If you got anywhere up in this zone, I mean, that's a great trade. That could make your freaking year. ExxonMobil. We talked about this one being oversold near term. Look at that, 20-day. XOP, same thing. We talked about these names being slightly oversold near term after these quick drops. Gasoline names, really just not really much. Chopping, like a question mark. Chopping, nah. Right? CVE, you would think this name would be bouncing. Okay, little bit. Occidental, again, Buffett can't buy enough of this because he's going to get paid the dividend, and then he's going to sell to cover calls, and then every time the news comes out that he's buying stock, he's selling more calls, and then he's going to buy more stock back, or he's going to buy more stock once his calls go to nothing, and then he's going to play that cycle endlessly over. And so congratulations. Until he buys it out, when? I don't know, but I will wait. EQT, love this name. Long, again, well, not love. They got to manage the future position better, but don't have a problem with it. Then Flex LNG, because again, I think we will be natural gas exporters big time in the future. So again, if you have any questions, new to the channel, need some help, don't be scared. Open your heart, open your mind, be willing to be vulnerable. As I tell people, like when I'm struggling, I ask for help from people I care about. Well, guess what? If you're following the channel, you invested time in watching this video, you've gotten this far and you want to ask a question, reach out. Let me know how I can help. Again, whether you're buying real estate, investing in real estate, need to sell your primary residence, need a problem with anything in the world. I don't mind. Again, I have knowledge on this stuff. I love to share it. It fills my cup. So now you get it. Here you are. And have a great afternoon. Peace. Hopefully I will be feeling better. Thanks.